Hey everybody and welcome back. Right, today, oh my god, I found another Mad World News article. Right, and it's all about the Liberals again. Bashing Trump, as always. But anyway, let's dive into this. Right, after bashing Trump as a sexist bigot at Emmys, Jane Fonda's nasty secret just came out. Oh, I wonder. Right. Jane Fonda was having a ball at the Emmys as she went on stage and, with a ton of arrogance, bashed President Donald Trump as sexist, bigoted, and egotistical. Right, now I find this extremely hypocritical because the fact that any leftist that I've ever seen come out is generally sexist, bigoted, and egotistical. And mind you, everybody's a little bit egotistical, including myself, or otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. Right? Anybody who makes a video on YouTube has an ego. We all have, and we all like to be gratified with a bit of praise. It's one of those things. And if you say you're not on YouTube to have people listen to you, you're lying. But anyway, hardcore leftist Fonda is well known not only for her movie roles, but also for spitting on American soldiers during the Vietnam War. I am not old enough to remember the Vietnam War, but I have read up on it, and you should look up on that one too. If I can find anything about how she addressed the soldiers back at the Vietnam War, I'll leave the link in the description. But at the moment, I can't. Well, at this point of recording this, I couldn't find anything. But if I do find something, I will whack it in. Okay, so let's continue. Now, Hanoi Jane, I like that actually, has been crying on live TV as her nasty secret just came out, and it looks like she owes Trump a huge apology. Oh, come on, let's hear what this is. This is good. The Harvey Weinstein debacle is the only thing the Hollywood crowd can talk about. Yeah, well, pretty much. Everybody's put their 2 cents worth in on this one. In my subscriptions, there has come up many people talking about it, and also the after fact, like Philip Franco was talking about it, Mundane Matt talked about it, everybody's talking about it. And it's, apart from this little reference in the middle of it, I'm going to leave it alone because it's been covered far enough. But anyway. Right, it's causing such an uproar, and one thing is clear, all those liberal losers in Hollywood knew this guy Weinstein was a sexual predator. Yeah, come on. Think about President Donald Trump was caught on tape saying sexist things to another guy who was egging him on, and the Hollywood crowd crucified him. Meanwhile, their beloved Weinstein has been preying on young girls for years. Now rape allegations are coming out and an FBI investigation has been launched. Right, come on, this best be interesting. That brings us to Jane Fonda. Yay, finally. When Fonda strolled out on a stage at the Emmys, Weinstein was right there in the audience. However, instead of calling him out, a real menace to women everywhere, she chose to bash Trump. That wouldn't be quite so bad if it weren't for what she just admitted. Jane Fonda is now shedding tears on TV as she divulged her nasty secret, admitting she knew about Weinstein. However, don't be fooled, those were crocodile tears. In fact, she lied, saying, I found out about Harvey about a year ago, and I'm ashamed that I didn't say anything right then, Fonda told CNN. Oh, really? I'm going to have a look at that link in a second. I was not that bold because I guess it didn't happen to me, and so I didn't feel it was my place. No, didn't feel it was your place, but you came out and you bashed the fuck out of Trump, man. Seriously? Look, there's a new at Jane Fonda tells me I found out about Harvey Weinstein about a year ago and I'm ashamed I didn't say anything right then. Wow. See, that'd be one to check, right? I'll check that. Is she for real? Jane Fonda has been around Hollywood since she was a kid. She was born into the Hollywood crowd. Her dad is Henry Fonda. What a fucking actor, by the way. Oh my god, I love Henry Fonda. Oh man, so, right, everybody goes on about Easy Rider. It is, yeah, but see, I've got an exact replica of his jacket from Easy Rider, and it is my pride and fucking joy. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, even down to the patches. Oh, it's my fucking exact replica. I mean, I love this thing so much. Anyway, so why lie her butt off and say she only knew for 1 year? Maybe it's because her big Emmy bash is fresh in the minds of everyone after she accused Trump of being a sexist, so she's pretending she really didn't know that much about Harvey. Well, to be honest, she's gonna fucking scapegoat, isn't she? All of them do that. They always blame somebody else for their problems. I mean, whatever happened to personal fucking responsibility? I mean, whatever happened to that? I mean, you do something, expect consequences. You say something, I mean, by all means, you have the right to say whatever you want to say, but expect fucking some consequences and ramifications when you get called out, especially when you come out lying or when you come out making claims about someone, when you knew somebody who actually was a dirty rapist and possible paedophile. I don't know. There's been a lot of accusations about Weinstein going about. He's definitely, it's been acknowledged that, I mean, even I, who am not a big film buff, who do not like stick my nose into all the film backgrounds and productions and all that, I don't look into that stuff. I just like watching the films. But even I knew that there was something hanky about Weinstein, right? So, but anyway, right. So there's that. Oh please, they knew all along, and their hypocrites looked tirade about Trump when one of their own was the worst. See, this is the hypocritical nature of them. Right. I only met Harvey when I was old, the actress added. And Harvey goes for young because that's more vulnerable. It's very, very common. Well, see, I know this is a conservative, probably, publication because the way it's always, but they bash the liberal nutters, but you got to learn sentence structure and grammar, seriously, and God, learn how to spell. Right. I apologise if I start because it's not laid out very well, and it's just, ugh. Right, anyway, so Bill Cosby, you know, another example of Hollywood, but Dominique Scarfone, for example, he's not in Hollywood, but this is not unique. This goes on at the most horrendous high levels. She droned on, but let's not think that this is some unique horrific. This goes on all the time. See, the grammar's terrible in this. It's the male entitlement in Hollywood and everywhere, in offices and businesses all over the world, in bars and restaurants and stores. Women are assaulted, abused, harassed, and seen for just being sexual objects that are for a man's desire instead of as whole human beings. What a bunch of malarkey. Fonda is about as believable as Weinstein saying the girls wanted it. Okay, that's quite funny. Jane's got some sex issues of her own. Back in 2011, she came clean calling herself a sex addict, according to Daily Mail. By 24, Jane had a history of promiscuity. She'd been to bed with so many men she'd lost count. Oh, fuck me sideways. I knew she was a bit of a player, but come on, fuck. I'd like to have her. Anyway, right. However, the reason Americans can't stand Fonda is over her anti-American stances during the Vietnam War. Travelling to North Vietnam, she camped with the enemy and took photo ops with the smiling Viet Cong, who were killing American soldiers. That earned her the nickname Hanoi Jane. Yeah. And she has never lived it down. Fucking hope not. That's what stupid Hollywood actresses do. Namely, they lecture us like they have all the wisdom and we need their guidance. And Fonda did it again at the Emmys. Now she's looking like a fool. Everyone knows she knew Harvey Weinstein was a predator, and she did nothing. The Hollywood crowd did nothing. Jane Fonda is just another washed-up actress who's one of the biggest hypocrites around. Please share this story and tell us what you think. I'm sure I will. I'll definitely share the story. But, let's go have a look at that. Oh, I ain't forgotten. Right, Fonda told CNN. Let's have a look. Jane Fonda. Yeah, yep, well, there it is. It's by 2Fav staff. Jane Fonda. Right, okay, well, and there you can see the link. So I'll leave that, leave the whole thing in there in the description. Well, what do you think about the hypocritical nature of the liberals, especially Hollywood liberals? So tell me what you think about them. Tell me why you feel that way, because you obviously know my opinion on it. But anyway, the hypocritical nature of liberals is just baffling to me. I mean, they say all these things about President Trump, knowing that one of their own is possibly, well, more than possibly, but is an actual predator or sexual predator, right? And he uses his position to abuse girls and young women into the casting couch. Now, anybody who's watched porn knows what the casting couch is and what happens on that. Even Big Terry Crews there, he came out saying that he was propositioned, but what propositions? Some executive came up behind and grabbed him by the neck. Now Terry Crews is fucking huge. I mean, I'm a big boy, but fucking Jesus Christ, he's massive. I mean, I'd say I'm about 215 pounds, 6'2", you know what I mean? I used to play rugby years ago, I'm a gardener, you know, I'm quite reasonably sized. But fuck me, Terry Crews, and if he can be molested, right, when he has a good opportunity, when he can actually twist the guy's head completely off, without trying, or much effort, I would imagine. And so it does happen to everyone. So, if everything against Weinstein is verifiable, throw the fucker in a hole and lose the hole. Seriously. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for watching. As always, hit like, hit subscribe, and always please leave me a comment. My name is Alexander. I'll catch you in the next one.